There's two kinds of spiritual pruning. One has to do with the future and one has to do with the past. The kind of spiritual pruning that has to do with the future is making decisions about what parts of our life we want to carry forward. My friend Claire has been told by countless other friends that she has too many balls in the air. She's not doing a good job of juggling everything. But she doesn't want to take any of those out because she views them as so essential to who she is. My answer to that for me and for everyone is that God is with us regardless of what activities we're doing. God is true to us regardless of what our identity is. At the very heart, we are children of God. The second kind of pruning that is so important is pruning with regard to the past. I have a wonderful example of that from the poet Kenneth Rexroth. Kenneth Rexroth fell in love with a beautiful young woman, a dancer named Andrea Schaefer. And in 1927, the two of them were married and they drove down the coast from Seattle, Washington, all the way down to Muir Woods at Mount Tamalpais, just north of San Francisco. And as they were camping and hiking in those beautiful redwood forests, the two of them decided to settle down here, that they would make their life here. And in the early days, it was so beautiful. Amelia had a terrible condition of epilepsy, but she would paint most beautiful pictures. And Kenneth Rexroth was writing poems, participating in the local political life. But as time went on, the two of them began to bicker and to quarrel with one another. They started having affairs with other people, and eventually their relationship broke up. And not long after that, Andrea suffered a terrible epileptic seizure, and she ultimately died from. And a friend of hers scattered her ashes on the slopes of Mount Tamalpais, where she loved to be so much. Many years later, Kenneth Rexroth wrote poems about Andrea. And this is one that he wrote about the watersheds of Mount Tamalpais. Now, once more, gray mottled buckeye branches explode their emerald stars, and alders smolder in a rosy smoke of innumerable buds. I know that spring again is splendid as ever, the hidden thrush as sweetly tongued, the sun as vital. But these are the forest trails that we walked together, these paths, 10 years together. We thought the years would last forever. They are all gone now. The days we thought would not come for us are here. Bright trout poised in the current, the raccoon's track at the water's edge, a bittern booming in the distance, your ashes scattered on this mountain, moving seaward on the stream. The act of memory is a matter of pruning our thoughts and recollections of what happened in the past. My prayer for you today is, as you prune the activities and interests, as you go forward into the future, you'll have good judgment. And you know that God is walking with you regardless of what path you decide to take. And my deeper prayer is that as you attend to your own history, your own recollections, that you will be able to leave behind the bitterness and the dissension, the conflict, sadness, and you will be able to embrace the joy and wonder and beauty that we experience nearly every day. My name is Malcolm Clemens Young. I'm the Dean of Grace Cathedral in San Francisco, California. Thanks for watching. More good news.